Welcome back. It's been a little while, that's for sure. So today I'm going to show you what I said I was going to show you last time I made a video. On my last video I talked about, Tony Robbins' Money Mastering the Game. It's an amazing book, absolutely phenomenal. So if you haven't seen that already, go ahead and check that out. It's quite a game changer when it comes to managing money as far as retirements goes, building businesses, stock marketplace, and whatnot. So at the end of that video, I said I was going to talk to you about something that they talked about, and also what I discovered a long time ago. So what that is, I'll just get straight into it, is, if you're old enough to be watching this, you probably remember the crash of 2008 when all hell broke loose and, jobs were being lost by the millions and stocks were plummeting and corporations were going crazy. Got bailed out and all that stuff. Whether you agree with that or not, that's your own thing. But the thing what it did was that the stock market plunging drove the prices down. So, for instance, this was one of my regrets, but I'm going to share it with you, was that before the stocks went plummeting down, Bank of America was doing somewhere around $20, $22 per share. And I was looking at it, and at this point I was all starting to get into stocks and, learning about the stock market, taking some courses on it, because it was really interesting to me. And well, '08 happened, and guess what? Those stock prices plummeted. They crashed. Everyone thought it was like the next Great Depression going on. And so that $22 share turned into $2. And at this point, all the banks are getting bailed out. They cannot let them fail. And I'm sitting there thinking, I know exactly what's going to happen. In a year, 2 years, whatnot, this thing is going to skyrocket up. And I was like, looking in my bank account, I had like $2,000 or whatever. I was like, I can buy them right now. I know I should buy them right now. I didn't do it. I hesitated and I let it go. And today those same shares are doing about $17 each. So you can just do the math. $2,000 turns into $17,000 today, even minus your initial investment. That's $15,000 profit if I had done it. But when I was looking into it later on, I noticed that if I wanted to, say you're just a regular person, you cannot afford to be throwing thousands and thousands of dollars at stocks, even if you want to get into it at all. And you go to places like Scottrade, E-Trade, Ameritrade, that let you purchase stocks through brokerage firms. They're like, okay, $5 per transaction, whether you buy 1 or 1,000 or 10,000. If you're looking to buy some stock at say $20 and all you can afford is 2 of them, they'll tack on their $5 transaction fee. So what you really spent was $22.50 a piece. And when I was looking at that, and I was just like, that's really not very good, because if you're trying to pick up as many as you can, every transaction fee is going to hurt. So a couple years ago, I remember reading an article about some guys who were building an app that would let you buy stocks without a brokerage firm. And I was like, oh, that's actually a really good idea. I could really use something like that. Take out that transaction fee. And, well, I never heard anything about it since. A couple years went by, I was like, wonder what ever happened to that app. And, a couple months ago, I was like, online, and I saw it for the first time. It's like, they actually made it. And not only did they make it, but now there are multiple versions of it. Other people are picking it up. So you can actually go in and buy stocks yourself now. No brokerage firms. No middlemen charging you fees. Yeah, it's true. So the first one that I know about is called Robinhood. You can look it up on the Play Store. You can check out Google about it. And this will allow you to buy stocks direct without going through a brokerage firm, without paying that transaction fees. Another one is called M1 Finance. These are the two that I found right off the back. So you can check those out. Take out the middleman and reduce the cost. Now, I personally have not, vetted these myself yet. So I can't tell you exactly about the ins and outs of it, but I just want to make you aware that they do exist. You know, if you're into like picking up stocks, for instance, you know, which is not a bad thing to do. Actually, it's a very good thing to do. Because, you know, even if right now, say the economy's pretty well off, right? You can bet, you know, everything you have that that's not going to stay that way. You see, when I was learning about like stock markets look like a heartbeat. If you like went to a graph, you know, zoom it out like 10 years, and what are you going to see? You're going to see line up, line down, line up, line down. Stock market goes up, prices go up. At some point, they start coming down. So, you know, just like an EKG machine that measures your heart up, down, up, down, up, down, over and over and over again for its entire existence. You see, the stock market itself isn't based on nothing except for people's perception. That is it. When stocks go flying high, you know what that is? Optimism, greed. They're optimistic about the money they're going to make, and they keep buying and buying and buying. But at some point, they're like, you know, how long can this continue? So that initial pessimism starts coming in, and what happens? You know, emotions are contagious. People are always, you know, at the top level are watching each other. They're like, does he know something I don't? If he's selling, all of a sudden, maybe I should be selling too. And then this chain reaction begins. And guess what happens? Wham! Down it goes. But you see, when things go down, that's good for you. That's good for me. Because when things go down, that means it's time to buy. You see, when everyone's selling, driving the price down, that's great. Because if you have enough, you know, iron stomach that they don't, to pick them up when they're cheap, like I should have, then you're going to make a lot of money. No questions about it. You see, just a few of them, for instance, Bank of America went from $2 to $17, and you know what, and I'll share this with you right now, and this may blow your mind, but I went looking into it. Why is it that Bank of America trades at 17 and JP Morgan Chase trades at 50 to 75? The only thing I can find difference between the two of them is that JP Morgan Chase offers a dividend of about, I don't know, like 25 cents each. And if you don't know what a dividend is, that means every couple of months, 3 to 4 months, they hand you off like this amount of money, basically a portion of their profits, that, you know, to each share. So if you have 10 shares, for instance, at 25 cents each, you know, you're making $2.50. But, well, that isn't any light thing to write home about. Think about if you own 10,000 shares. If you own 100,000 shares, that 25 cents is going to start equaling a lot of freaking money. If you own a million shares, it's going to equal a lot of money. And this is how, like, big movers and shakers make a lot of money, just by holding stocks. See, the only difference I can find is that JP Morgan Chase pays about 25 cents, 35 cents a share, and Bank of America is paying 1 cent, 2 cents, basically nothing. That is the only difference I can find. So the second that Bank of America decides that they're going to start paying a dividend again, which they stopped doing when the crash happened, it was a stipulation with the bailouts and stuff. Well, most of them already started paying again, some haven't, Bank of America being one of them. The second they announce that they're paying a dividend again, that $17 price tag is going to skyrocket. Easily 40, 45, easy. Because then it's in line with all the other banks. It may not have like a couple $1 trillion in assets like, say, JP Morgan Chase, which is probably the biggest bank in the world, but they're packing $100 billion. You know, that's not like a small chump change. So this is all about letting you know that these things exist, these tools exist, and that if you are interested in checking them out, remember, Robinhood, M1 Finance, I'm sure there are others at this point. Read the fine print, check them out, and then decide for yourself if this is right for you. Alright? So, you have a great day, and I have other things to do. I will be working at making more regular videos. I haven't been doing it. Simply put, I have to... Anyway, I'm not even going to get into that right now. But look out for more videos because I am planning to do a lot more and not make you guys wait so long to receive them. Alright, so enjoy your investing and good luck, millionaires. It's all yours now.